I'm on painkiller, cigarette, weed, Hennessy, vodka. I'm on everything. I'm on everything. I'm on everything. I'm on syrup, painkiller, cigarette, weed, hammer, sober.
Hello, Internet.
All right.
I like the fact that we both had
We
to...
back?
Yeah. We both had to, like, stop the intro because both of our beers were going to foam over.
And we can't let that happen.
No, like, the fans come second, beer comes first.
That's right, fans.
Come on, learn your place, man.
Yeah, sorry. You were delicious and
Got me drunk.
Maybe we would slurp you.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But until then.
If Steven got you drunk and you were really desperate.
Oh, man. No.
What if you had a show to do?
I have a show to do.
But I'm just saying, like, what if, like, there was no alcohol? And
I'm doing that show. It's a showber at that point.
Oh, damn. I was hoping to get lucky.
All right, rolling into it.
All right, so
quick picks.
Recaps. I have no shots to do yet.
Yeah, dude. So college, we had Oregon over UCLA. That was real.
Mm-hmm.
And then I picked the Cowboys.
Because you're dumb and didn't realize that Matthew Stafford was a laser beam in the last 30 seconds.
Oh, man, and he can get a 1-yard rushing touchdown.
Yeah,
with
nobody...
That spike, man. Come on, guys.
He went Dan Marino with the fake spike on. Like, you just don't see that every day, and I think you should see it more.
Mandarino.
He won it.
That's a good one, Mandarino.
I saw that earlier today, actually.
It's like all
I
one
was proud
word.
of myself.
It's all one word. Okay.
So anyway.
So yes, like sticking on the topic, right? Dez.
Yeah, dude. Is he a douche? Is he a passionate guy? Does he just love the game?
Okay, he might be. I can't say he's not a douche, like,
He's
as
a
a
douche.
person. But as far as that whole, like, tantrum or whatever it was, I think he was just being passionate, like you said he was.
But the thing is, though, is he has a reputation ready. This is a guy who's so passionate.
Whatever.
He punched his mother in the face.
His mother was also a crackhead.
So? There's no reason to hit a woman.
But it was also a drop, so we don't know that he did that. And this isn't about
That's
that.
because he was like, don't worry, I'll buy you the biggest crack rock you've ever seen.
This will get us high for hours, I know. But, like, this isn't even about that. So you can't bring that...
It kind of is, though.
It kind of isn't,
like,
man.
At what point is passionate just a bad temper?
I can understand, okay. Every year for, like, the past, like, maybe, like, 4 or 5 years, we always give the Cowboys a chance of being a contender because, like, they have so much talent and this and that, right? Every year. They have Bryant and Ware, and Romo's not that bad of a quarterback, and they have fucking, Witten, and they're never, like, nearly as good as we think they'd be. I can see a player who, like, loves the game getting upset at that and wanting, like, come on, dude, like, let's fucking go. Look at, like, come on, we should be better than this. When he's yelling, like, when they press me, like, I'm gonna get off this and, like, fucking give me the ball. Like, we shouldn't be losing. I can understand that absolutely. The Cowboys are so inconsistent. I could be, like, if I were a Cowboys fan, I'd be pissed. If I played for the Cowboys, I'd be pissed.
It comes down to the whole, how do you get the most out of your players and teammates? If yelling at Tony Romo and Jason Witten gets the most out of them, then yeah, do it.
Then
but
do it.
Not everybody responds the same way. Some guys need to be told, like, "Oh, you're the best player
whatever
ever.
The Cowboys are doing isn't working. You can't tell a guy he's great if he's like if it's just a bold faced lie.
But
if you've given up 8 sacks this year, but look, you're doing great.
If just yelling at people, like if yelling in their face got the most out of everybody.
First of all, Des Bryant's not the coach. It's not Des Bryant's job.
So why is he taking it upon himself?
Because if you're a passionate guy, like you cannot, as a passionate fucking dude, right? You can't just stand there like Des feels like he has to say something, right? You can't just stand there and just let it happen.
Jason Garrett,
This team loses every other week to teams they shouldn't lose. They fight strong against teams they, like, okay, they play Denver tough. We're like, okay, yeah. And then they'll fucking, the Lions, I don't know, in the last seconds, like, someone's got to say something. I don't know what Jason Garrett's doing, so I can't really comment on that.
Well, that's the thing, though. If he thinks Jason Garrett isn't getting the most out of his players, if he thinks like, oh, I got to yell at Jason Witten and Tony Romo to get the most out of them, that's essentially a slap to the face of Jason Garrett.
He wasn't like being like, oh, fuck you guys, you suck, like you're unmotivated. He was like, look, when they press me, give me the ball. We should be winning. We should have scored. We should beat these guys. Which, if everybody on your team isn't at least thinking that, then you have a problem. I have no problem with guys on my sideline yelling, hey, we should be winning right now. Yeah, we should. That's why we come out. We come out to fucking win.
There's a difference between a rah-rah speech and there's a difference between trying to fight your star tight end on the
I don't think he
sideline.
was starting... When he came on the first time, he's just yelling. Then he came out and did it again, and Witten kind of got in his face.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not fucking singling out Jason Witten. Jason Witten, bro, go be bad on the field, and he is good.
I mean, like, look at that.
And Jason Witten as a captain and one of these guys, you should be trying to motivate your team just as well.
Like, why are you so animated, though? Why are you throwing your hands out?
I don't want to
Why
fucking
are
lose.
fingers going in your face? If you're so passionate, like,
Because
why is
I don't-
DeMarcus Ware
I don't want to
separating
lose.
you?
How could Jason Witten should be doing something else to try and win the fucking game too? I'm not saying he's not a good player. I'm saying, we shouldn't be losing this game right now in the last 16 seconds on some booty water.
Well,
You got to do something.
Here's
homie.
how you can tell he made it into a giant mistake. Because now everybody on his team has to answer questions. Is he a good teammate? Is he a dick? Is he a douche? Like, teammates don't want to answer questions like that. Like, just the fact of the media coming up to him makes him a douche.
I don't get... But, I don't know, man. I don't think he should have just sat quietly and been a bitch.
No, for sure. But you don't
So
have to...
you shouldn't do anything if anyone has to get interviewed on it. Why is that? Why is that? Like, you're gonna get interviewed anyways. You can just do the Gronkowski. I don't know. I don't know.
Walking up to your quarterback, the guy who has to get you the ball, and putting your finger in their face.
When they press me, give me the ball, man, dude. I know how to get out that press.
Well,
I know how to do this. So just try
at some
something.
point-
Let's win this damn game. I think it's passion, dude. Dude's trying to win a game. You can't blame a guy for trying to win the game. You want to win the game? If you don't want to win the game, get rid of Des Bryant. Don't win the fucking game then.
So, like...
Shit.
I don't think people respond the best, though, to having a finger put in their face.
When I said Des Bryant's not the coach, it's not his job to, like, okay, let me think, okay, I know that,
Well, you got to get the most out of your quarterback.
He likes a tap on the back. He likes his booty touched. That's not Des Bryant's job. We said, is this passion or is it a douche move? It's passion. It's passion.
A douche move.
There comes to a point where you lost too many damn games, your team's too inconsistent, you're losing a game that you should be winning in the last 12 seconds. I'm a snap two. What do we got next?
Calvin Johnson.
Calvin.
Is he gonna go down as the best wide receiver?
No.
What do you have? 327
329.
329.
9.
329.
No.
My favorite number 9. Is he gonna go down better than Jerry Rice?
I was like, favorite number is 329.
Yeah, dude.
That's very specific.
Yeah. Well, it
I don't know.
happens.
He's gonna go down as up there. Definitely the best in like his generation. Cause fucking.
Well, it's between him.
Andre
Dez,
doesn't have a quarterback.
Andre.
Andre doesn't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
You can always put Larry.
Larry. Oh, Larry.
Larry.
Larry's gonna be up there too.
Do you consider Wayne? I think Wayne's a little before.
Wayne's
a little before.
Well, he's after Marvin, before
right.
Calvin.
He's kind of in this weird.
The Vince.
But he's had like 1,000 catches.
He has that been double teaming him.
But he's number one of his era. It's tough to kind of like. I don't know. It's tough now because like especially quarterbacks. I feel like if they have like that one bomb ass receiver, they just try and like force it to that guy all the time. That's why
the thing though is
I'm
that
always
bomb
kinda-
ass receiver gets like 20 passes thrown to him. And, like, most of them are batted down because he's in triple coverage.
Right.
Calvin's
That's
the
why
one
I'm always
guy
kind of skeptical
that-
I was always skeptical of Schaub, and he's kind of proven me right.
I mean, how many
and
other
I'm still skeptical
receivers for the
of,
Lions could you name?
I'm still skeptical of not any. I'm still
Like
skeptical
Pettigrew
of
and Chef.
where's brothers in.
I think he might be hurt.
I'm still
not
skeptical
100% sure.
of Stafford though, because like I don't know. You know what I mean? And like Flacco when he had Bolden,
I'd rather have Stafford
or even
than
before
Flacco,
that
to
when
be
he had
honest with you.
Mason. But I mean, like, but still,
At
guys
least
who
healthy.
just like feel like they have like this bailout option where they can just chuck the ball to this guy who's like sure-handed. Like I'm always just kind of skeptical of those guys. But I mean, definitely he's going down a top era. Probably top. I'm gonna say top 10 of all time at least.
Oh, minimum.
Could be top 5.
If like
but
he got
I don't know
hurt
yet.
tomorrow,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
he might still go down top 10.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to say anything crazy
yeah,
yet.
it's definitely an era thing.
We don't know.
I mean, the 49ers like ran the ball over Jerry Rice, you know? Like
Right.
the Lions don't ever run the ball.
No. Well, I mean,
they
Bush
have
is
Reggie Bush,
up.
but he's more of like a target out the backfield.
Right.
You know?
I mean, he's a good pass catcher though.
Yeah, he is for sure. Like he's a good player. Anyway, we have the Merriweather quote.
Okay, so yeah, he pretty much said that since they won't allow him to hit guys in the head, he's gonna hit him in knees and wreck careers. What do you think? I don't think the rule's that extreme. I don't think the rule's like I don't know. What do you think?
Well, like look at all of, like these hits on quarterbacks that get penalties.
Well,
for
if you hit a
roughing the
quarterback
passer.
at all after he throws the ball, that's pretty much a flag.
And that's bullshit.
Anyway, you could poke the guy. That's a flag.
Yeah, exactly.
Booty water.
But like
Shot clock, Roger Goodell, NFL.
Yeah, Roger Goodell. I mean, I understand that you have to do it because of all the lawsuits.
Guys are going to get hit. You want to make sure that they know that, hey, you can't.
At the end of the day, I don't think he's the only guy thinking it. He's the only one dumb enough to say it.
But in the end, I think it's dumb.
No,
it's dumb at all because you can't hit a guy in the head and you don't want to hit a guy like knees.
Yeah.
There's plenty of shit in between head and knees to hit.
The problem.
Hit him in the ball. Hit him in the gut. Hit him at the belt.
Well, if there's a running back at the numbers coming at you, though, he's going to lower his shoulder. So now you have like an area from the knees.
Just to, like the head when they lower.
Yeah, so how'd you not hit him in the head?
That's like this is like really specific. But like for the most,
that happens all the time.
For like
that's
Merriweather,
like the first thing you're told.
This guy usually lights up receivers.
Yeah.
Go for the numbers.
If you hit an unsuspecting wide receiver, that's a penalty.
Yeah, it is. But hit him.
You can't break up the pass anymore with a big hit.
Hit him in the numbers, and you can. If he turns around,
because they'll throw.
We're not arguing. Are we arguing about the unsuspecting flag? Or are we arguing about where to hit him?
I guess
you just
now
turned
it's
it
both.
into something else.
Because you were you can hit him all these places.
I'm saying
and then
no,
you said
you can.
Wide receivers.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
You
said he likes to hit these unsuspecting wide receivers in the head.
I said he hits receiver because he's a safety. That's what safeties do. But that's what I'm saying. When the guy turns, because you have to give him time to turn, you can still. There's places where you can hit him other than head and knees.
There are.
And if they're not, if you're saying there's not, then you don't understand anatomy. Because I've never seen a person that's head and knees. Show me this guy. Show me him.
When somebody ducks their head, where do you hit them? You got to go down by the knees.
Or you can get shins, dude. Wrap his fucking legs up. You can't run without legs.
Well, you can still wreck a guy's... Like, when Tom Brady got hit,
I'm not saying never hit
ACL.
low. I'm not saying never hit a guy low. I'm saying there are places to hit between. You're saying, well, what if they do this? Guys don't do that every time. It's not like they get the ball and tuck their head into their knees and run. That's not how it goes.
But when they're about to get hit, they do.
You can still fucking hit him, dude. You can still hit him.
I think you gotta hit him somewhere. And there's
numbers. That was a bad tackle, but he went numbers. That was numbers.
I feel like
there's plenty of shit
doing that on the podcast when they can't see.
We were watching a bunch of plays where guys gave legal hits, just so y'all know. Anyways, I think is this a half? Is this a half?
Yeah, it is.
That's the half. We on Yard Pass. We'll be back. Don't worry about it, Thurston's. And nah.
Arrest me, I'm on everything. About to slip the liquor like it's can. That's how hot I am. I'm painkillers to ease the pain. No, I ain't in pain. No, we ain't the same. You drunk, I'm on everything. Sick when I kick it.
Internet, this is Thurston 10 reminding you that Dwight Howard is still, in fact, a pussy.
Indeed.
Cheers, Internet. We're back with the second half of Thurston 10. We have no idea what we're going to talk about
Not
yet.
really, but we're going to wing it.
Bro, what are we going to talk about?
Winging it.
Winging it or weighing it?
Let's go with
I thought it was like a crack cocaine reference.
weighing it.
Yeah, weighing it.
Let's wing it. And let's go basketball.
Basketball? Is that starting this week?
Basketball happens this week, ladies and gentlemen.
Is there a game between the Bulls and the Heat this week?
No.
It could
Wait,
be tomorrow.
You're right.
Technically, that game will be over with.
That game will be done. We're going to talk about it
just pretend
anyway.
like it was Monday night and we were watching clips of Broncos Redskins.
And whatever. And so we have D Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Noah's going to play too.
Mm-hmm.
Bulls taking on the Miami defending champion 2-time Heat. In Miami, they get their rings.
Yeah.
All right. What do you like about that game? What do you like?
Well, it's really the first time that you can see, can anybody beat the Heat? If the Heat just run through them, it's going to be a long year for
Probably.
like the 51% of people that hate LeBron.
Probably.
If
I want to see how hard Mr. D can go in a regular season game. Like it's still
there's
early.
a lot to like about it.
It's still early, but it's getting real. I want to see Noah.
It is perhaps the most must-watch game one in a while.
In a while, yeah, because Noah missed a couple games. He's been hurt in the preseason.
And remember, the Bulls gave him fits all last year without Rose.
They were tough, man. They were tough.
Not so much in the playoffs.
And when they with Rose, they've
like Rose
been a
could
good
still
team.
be the best player in the league.
And when you watch
probably
the Bulls,
not compared to LeBron,
but when you watch the Bulls, like last year, like always their problem was they didn't have a guy who could consistently score.
Do you think LeBron wakes up every morning and says, "How does he do it without the help of the refs?" Because I think he does.
I think first he thanks the refs. Thank you refs for letting me live another day.
Like he sacrifices a goat to an image of David Stern. And then, smears, some blood on, pictures of referees.
Like Joey Crawford. And thanks, guys.
Joe.
And your little brother.
Bitch,
your little brother, Danny.
Whatever.
Thanks, guys, for letting me do this.
And then, he's like, but how does Derrick Rose do it? He doesn't sacrifice anything.
There's no refs.
What is Derrick Rose sacrificing?
That's why he does
Like mermaids and bald eagles or something?
His knee?
His knee? Yeah. that might hurt him this year. We don't know.
But yeah, dude, that's why the Bulls can't win it, dude. They don't sacrifice to the refs.
They should really start doing that.
They should start killing goats to David Stern.
Or mermaids.
Or bulls.
Or minotaurs.
Or unicorns.
Cerberus.
Cerberus. Is Cerberus high?
Do you kill him 3 times or once? Do you think if you cut off
one heart? How many hearts does the Cerberus have?
I would assume 1. And
so
3 brains, though.
Fuck that heart up, bro.
So how do you get to the heart without chopping off a head?
You gotta get under that, dude. You gotta scoop and boop. You know what
anyway, who do you have in this game?
In this one game, I'm going to go. God, this is like a tough pick.
This is actually a really tough pick. It's one of 82.
I kind of want to say Heat, but I'm going with the Chicago Bulls. I'm going with the Bulls. Fuck it. All right, Bulls.
I learned something. In game 1, everybody in their off-season workouts, they don't look at the preseason. They look at the real game 1. And at the end of the day, the better team usually wins. And the better team's still the Heat. I gotta go Heat.
Yeah, that's an easy pick. I think I'm going with my heart.
Oh, your
My
heart
heart says Shy Bulls.
What's your dick going with?
My dick, my heart's in my dick, so they're going with the Bulls.
Well, that's where most of my blood is, so I would hope my heart's there.
All right.
Okay, so do we want to make all the basketball picks or
Not all of them. There's a lot of them, right?
No, I'm just saying start of the season. What do you think about? Because didn't the Nets beat the Heat?
The Nets beat the Heat. I'm not sure LeBron played. No one really played hard. Williams played. He played good for a quarter, and then he left because he's been iffy with an injury. Brooklyn's first game is Cleveland. I don't see that being a problem. How about Clippers Lakers? Anything? I mean, there's no Kobe, so Clippers easy. Clippers easy.
Yeah, Clippers.
But if anything, it's
a rivalry game.
and it's Doc's first game. Doc's first game as coach.
Yeah. One thing I want to bring up though, once again, about the Heat Bulls, is the Bulls are really good everywhere the Heat aren't, and the Heat are really good where the Bulls aren't. It's an interesting matchup.
That's why
like point guard and center.
That's why the Bulls
2 through 4. You got to give it to the Heat.
But that's why I think even last year without Rose, why the Bulls had success is because the Bulls were a physical team. Like even Kirk Heinrich, right? You can look and say, "Oh, it's Kirk Heinrich," but Kirk Heinrich can D.
Yeah, like he'll get in your face,
and he'll play physical, and that's when like LeBron is a guy at like 6'7", 6'8", 260, wants to run into you at full speed. But when you get physical, he wants to cry like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he had trouble with the Bulls. The Bulls were going to hit him, and he didn't like that.
Yeah, well, Bruiser especially.
Daddy Stern's not supposed to let that happen.
Absolutely not.
So, yeah, I think it'll be a fun game, and it's good to see the season start.
Do we want to talk? Because I feel like most of our fans,
for the sake of it,
like the Bucks, or at least like if the Bucks are good, they respect them.
Right. So we have Bucks Knicks Wednesday night, in MSG. So last year the Bucks overall
are in a weird position of
destroyed.
Just being average. There's not a lot of average teams this year. A lot of teams are trying to flop to get
you're either
Wiggins.
terrible or you're like.
Yeah, they're in a weird position, which means they could be anywhere from like 6th place in the East to like 4th last.
I hear a lot of people picking out the Wizards this year to get they say under 5th, but still a playoff team.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a weird year. It hasn't been since LeBron came out that we had a kid like Andrew Wiggins or Jabari Parker.
Yeah. Or I want to say
everybody
D-Rose.
come under, or just me?
D-Rose?
D-Rose. That was a big one. Him and Beasley came out the same year.
John Wall was kind of big deal when Wall came out.
Kyrie wasn't that big
Kyrie.
of a deal. Not as big of a deal as John Wall.
Right. Or I think as Ender.
The fact that Ender Wiggins comes out.
You just call him Ender. His name's not even Andrew anymore. He's Ender.
Yeah, exactly. He's Ender Wiggins. If the Bucks got last place and got to like pick Ender Wiggins, I'd probably buy his jersey first day.
I'm still thinking about an Antetokounmpo jersey.
Yeah, I mean,
I just said that. Not saying it again.
Is that like the pie of letters? Like eventually,
it just goes on forever.
Like, oh man, hey, look, I found my name.
It goes on forever. So the game, yeah, it probably will be a blowout just because it's the Bucks, but I'm not gonna be surprised if it isn't.
Like I said, game 1. You always focus like your whole preseason regimen on game 1. You play your hardest game 1, so it'll be close.
Especially like opening MSG, you know. But yeah, I don't see. I see the Bucks. The Bucks have a solid, like I think a quiet and like surprisingly not bad starting 5.
No, not at all.
And I mean,
Sanders
you still have like you can't forget like Gary Neal.
No, Gary Neal, Henson,
Ridnour. I know it's Luke Ridnour, but he had a pretty good preseason. He had a really good preseason.
He's a good backup, and he likes Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm. Ridnour. Even if it's like a minute or two, I want to see some Antetokounmpo.
Yeah,
just want to see it. I want to see what you got, Giannis.
He's a fan. Do you think he'll spend most of the time in the D League, or?
They said they want to put him in the league just for fuck it.
Good, know? Because.
What do you lose? You don't lose anything. The D League is, especially because like, D League isn't like minor league baseball where like a pro team has a team. Mm-hmm. Like the Bucks are with like what the Fort Wayne Mad Ants, and it's like
and heaters or
it's like the Mad Ants, and
they
it's
fuck
like
ants or something.
The Pistons and the Bulls and like all these other teams send
a lot of Midwest
players
teams
there. Yeah, it's all one team. So I want to see him with the Bucks, even if it's not a lot of time. He's gonna need time to he's young as fuck. That's like the number one. That's good and bad about Antetokounmpo.
He wouldn't even be able to be on Thurston 10 because he can't even drink.
You can't even drink, bro. But like in Greece, you can do whatever. Right? Yeah, you can burn cars.
Like, maybe we could go to Greece and put him on the show.
Yeah, and get lit on fire. But like, yeah. So I mean, he's young. that's good and bad. I see it as a good here. Get him some time in the NBA.
Get him some time. What do you think? Bucks playoffs? Yes or no?
Bucks playoff right now. Like this is like our football picks. We're gonna have to redo those.
Yeah. I mean, T-Red Panda isn't even here.
But no, we're gonna have to do it without him anyways.
Like, how many fans do you think are listening at home? I'm like, wait, Trenton wasn't here the whole time? I didn't even realize.
We couldn't hear him.
I just assumed he was saying great, insightful knowledge.
I didn't hear anyone breaking shit in the background. I guess he wasn't there.
Really? In retrospect, yeah, like, nah. He wasn't even there.
I'm gonna go Bucks playoffs. Fuck it, yeah. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, you're saying yeah?
I'm saying yeah.
It's like...
I want it to happen.
The weirdest year ever, though, because you're just like, oh, please be, like, the worst team ever. Or please get, like, that.
Can we get the 8th seed and be the worst team?
Can we be in the lottery and get the 8th seed? The NBA just decided everybody will be in the playoffs.
I mean, and being in the lottery, like, that doesn't guarantee anything.
No, absolutely not. Like, the number, or, like, the worst team never wins.
You gotta be on the good side. The Bucks win it if it's, like, Andrew Bogut. But, like, other than
Glenn
that...
Robinson.
G-Bob!
Yeah, Kareem, though. Yeah, Kareem.
Yeah, dude.
Lou Al.
Many, many years ago.
And then we were really good for a while.
Yep, and that was it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta pee.
I think that's a wrap on the show. We'll see you next week. It's Thurston 10. It's been Marcus. It's been Jimmy. It's been a good time. Bitches! Passion Pit.